Morning. Happy coffee talk. Guys, it's dark out. It's 6:43 in the morning. I'm sitting at my desk and drinking my coffee and looking outside and it's dark. Yesterday when we did coffee talk, it was light out. And I don't even know why I tell you guys this stuff. You're probably like, Christy, just get to the topic. I mean, I know when I open coffee talk, I normally tell you what I'm drinking and what mug, and I tell you something about the weather or maybe my surroundings. Coffee talk truly is like an audible journal. And so I feel like it's like, dear journal, it's dark outside. Huh. That's really what's going on in my head. So just in case you're like, does Christy plan out coffee talk? The answer is no. Actually, people ask me that a lot. Do I plan out or write out an outline for the topics? I don't. In fact, it truly is. Sometimes I certainly have an idea of the premise of what we're going to talk about, but I think about it moments before I hit record because that's just kind of how a journal would work too. I mean, you don't plan out what you're going to write in a journal. You just write it. So yeah, it's dark out, dear journal. But also, let me tell you about my coffee and then we're going to get right to today's topic. Today's topic is a good one. But first, I'm drinking out of an Alaska mug. I love this mug. It has 2 moose on it. And I can share with you that I have never seen a moose in real life. Never. I don't think I've even seen one at a zoo. And so I've seen a lot of animals and I've been a lot of places and I've never seen a moose. So anyways, I love this coffee mug and I am drinking it. I'm drinking Black Rifle coffee. The ground Black Rifle coffee that's super, super delicious. It's strong. Guys, be advised. Black Rifle coffee, if you are just stepping into black coffee, this coffee's going to kick you in the butt. But it's worth it. I love it. So just a warning, I highly recommend this coffee, but it is strong. So if you are stepping into the black coffee land, you may need to cut it for a little while, but continue stepping into black coffee. That's one of the most positive changes I actually made for my health, was going from drinking full blast coffee creamer coffee, like half coffee creamer and sugar, and shifting to black coffee, or for some of you, almost black. That's a huge change you can make. So anyways, today's coffee talk message, I wanted to share a thought that I had. So often, every couple of months, I usually attend some sort of professional education or professional development weekend or course or certification. I'm always trying to learn and get better. And so any given weekend, there's probably going to be like 10, 15 speakers or there's going to be concepts, things that you're going to learn. And there are people in the room that you're going to talk to, and it's that whole experience, right? Well, oftentimes we think, okay, well, I'm going to spend, $1,000, and I'm going to go to this weekend, and this seminar, I'm going to be able to use that. That seminar, I'm going to be able to use that. That seminar, I'm going to be able to use that. I mean, that's not wrong. And if you're like, I don't go to any seminars, Christy, that doesn't apply to me, it does. You can apply this to anything. I'm talking about reading a book or watching a thing, like watching a Netflix documentary, or even having a conversation with somebody that you respect. So you just insert that where you're almost expecting to get some takeaways that you're going to be able to use. So tonight I'm actually doing a nutrition seminar in Lake Stevens, Washington. So that's an example. People are coming to hear me talk about healthy, confident nutrition and how to create it in your life without diets. That's what the seminar is. So people are coming with some sort of expectation. Now, here's the part that you want for coffee talk. The idea is, most people think, and this is wrong, that you're going to take all the things that you learn at the weekend, in the book, in the seminar, whatever. You're going to take all those things that you learn and you're going to use them all. Or try to, because that would be, well, that was really valuable because I'm going to use them all and I'm going to do this thing. But that's not actually what I think is how this works. And again, you can hear me out. I've I believe that if you even take away one thing that you actually use repeatedly from here until whenever, that you just got one of the most valuable experiences you'll ever get. Because most of the time, we have things go in one ear and out the other. We watch things, we read things, we talk to people, we attend things, and we're like, that's cool. Oh my God, what a good takeaway. Like we underline things, we share things. Maybe you like share stuff on Instagram that you saw and you're like, oh, that's such a good takeaway. I've got that in my head. But we don't actually use it or adopt anything most of the time. It's just in one ear and out the other. And so if you can instead enter into those moments, reading a book, attending a seminar, going to a workshop, whatever it is, with the idea that if I could just get one takeaway, like there's going to be a lot of information here that'll be helpful and I'm going to learn things. But if there's just one takeaway that I can actually employ in my life, this was incredibly valuable. And if there's not, sometimes there's not, maybe that's a takeaway too. It's like, this was not for me. There was nothing here for me. There's nothing I can use in my life or that I want to use. Then that thing truly wasn't for you, whatever it was. Book, seminar, weekend, podcast, Instagram post thing that you read. But 99% of the time, we don't adopt anything because we think we're going to adopt everything. You listen to a podcast and your mind is blown and you're like, oh my God, that's like, I'm going to use all of that. And then you don't use anything. Your life stays exactly the same. So as you're listening to Coffee Talk, I wanted to share this with you because if you can even just use one thing, if you listen to Coffee Talk for 6 weeks in a row, and there is just one thing that you take away from that you will use in your life for real, and you use it and remember it forever, then that 6 weeks was very worth it. Very, very worth it. Because that's incredibly valuable. And in fitme, we talk about this a lot. Like when we're coaching our clients, we actually want people to have that, those takeaways that last for a long, long time, maybe even forever. And so we try to keep things as simple as possible to distill what those takeaways should be. Because when it comes to changing things for nutrition and exercise, we can get overwhelmed with information. So what are some of the most significant takeaways that you can do? And maybe one of them will stick for you, maybe 2 or 3. And with coaching, maybe we can stick a whole bunch and your whole life will change. But anyways, I just wanted to share this with you because it was in my head. Oftentimes because I'm a consumer of information. I love listening to audiobooks. I love listening to podcasts. I like going to seminars and educational things. I enjoy it. But this is something that I've learned. It's like, again, I could spend $5,000 on a weekend, listen to all of the things. And if I'm on the airplane on the way home and I'm like thinking to myself, this stuck. It might not have even been in the actual, presentations. It could have just been in a conversation. But that thing, I'm doing it. I am changing things. I'm doing something with that. That is very, very, very valuable and powerful. So I want you to start looking for those gold nuggets in your life as you're consuming, because in this day of age, we are consumers of information. It's constantly coming at us. It becomes even harder to start looking for those gold nuggets. But gold nuggets are not just things that you put in your head. Gold nuggets are things that you employ in your life that somehow alter you or change you or move you forward in an action type way, not in a I learned that type way. Not that learning is bad. I'm not saying that. I love to learn new things and save them for later. But something tells me that if you're on a pursuit for something, so again, you opened the book, because you want to have a better mindset around food. You attended the workshop because you wanted to learn how to change your meal prep strategy. You went to the business conference because you wanted to learn how to grow your business. This isn't just like passive knowledge we want to acquire. You want something more than that. You want something. That's why you did that. So if you can take away one single gold nugget from any of those endeavors, then they were very valuable. They were worth it. And now if you use it towards what you want, it was time well spent. So that's my message for you. Media consumers, look for those gold nuggets and gold nuggets that you're actually going to use. And my hope when you're listening to Coffee Talk, and whenever I do a seminar like I'm going to do tonight, I always tell people, if you just walk away with just one thing, it was worth it to me. And all of these podcast episodes, I think we're like on episode 400 and something. If even just one person walked away with one thing that changed their life, then all of those episodes would be worth it to me. Because that's just how I consider value. And that's why I'm sharing it with you this morning. So thanks for plugging into Coffee Talk. If you are local to Lake Stevens, and you hear this before tonight, which is Thursday, the 17th, I think 17th. Yeah. If you hear this and you are free, come to Lake Stevens, Washington. I'm going to be doing a seminar, a workshop on healthy, confident nutrition, how to get fit, feel healthy, eat better, move more without diets. That's what this is. But I had this idea that I think this should be the beginning of more in-person type things. So I was thinking of maybe doing an actual practical meal prep workshop. I think that would be really cool, where like we actually do some of the meal prep together. I was thinking of like having a workout instruction type of class where you can like learn stuff and then you can take it and use it. All these kind of workshop ideas. Now, if you're listening, you're like, Christy, that sounds freaking cool, but I'm not local to you. I would still love to know if you're interested, because I'm interested in finding out how I can do this in other places too. Maybe take what I'm teaching here or what I'm showing and then share it online, obviously with the fitme family, but taking that and using it in your community and sharing it with other people is very exciting to me. So obviously in our fitme family, like I know people would be down for this. But I want to hear if this is something that's interesting to you. Would it be cool to get together with people and do some of this stuff? I don't know. So let me know. Shoot me a message on Instagram. I'll drop my Instagram handle in the comments and the show notes, and I would love to hear from you. And if you're like, Christy, I wish I could come to that workshop, but I can't. I want an online one. Let me know that too, and I will put together an online one in the near future if I get enough interest. So I need to hear from you if you want to do it. If you want me to do a seminar specifically for you or a workshop on healthy, confident nutrition, if I hear from enough people, I'll put together an online version and we'll do that in a couple weeks. So thanks as always for plugging into Coffee Talk. If you like Coffee Talk, it means so much to me if you would share it with a friend. I don't do any sponsors or anything for this podcast. So the only way that people will find out about it is if you share it. So you can screen capture it maybe on your phone and then share it to your Instagram story or send it to a friend, like push that little like box with an arrow and send it to them and say, hey, check this out. That would mean so much to me. And if you are listening to the podcast and are not a part of our Facebook group, go to fitme free community and check out our Facebook group. It is the one place you do want to be on Facebook. We do diet-free, sustainable habits that work in your real life to help you feel healthy and good in your skin. It's positive accountability. That's what we do in there. We give you a place where you can get daily accountability and encouragement and coaching. So it's a great place. All right, guys, I will talk to you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.